Hi, everybody. Oh, hey, Denny and Sana and Alicia. And oh, there's Carrie. She's in the ads. Hi, hun. For some reason, I'm stuck over here. I don't know what it is. Everything was just fine a minute ago. Oh, there it goes. Hello, Delphine. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Sharon. Oh, there she is. Hi, hun. How is everybody tonight? I'm going to get to the end of this row and then I am going to switch because too much, not too much teal because I can't have too much teal, but you know. Woohoo! Hi, Kat. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You get a little break. Hi, Karen. Got an echo, don't I? Hey, Shatika, Jennifer, Joyce. Okay, you guys, can you hear the echo or is it just me? We're going to talk about that. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. Hey, crafty farm gal. Well, I'm gonna go with it as long as it's not too much. I do have my air conditioner on. I hope that's not too bad for you guys either. Hello, Yarn Barf and Ina. Does anybody know this case? The Scott Peterson case? Surely you guys know this one. Hi, Colleen. Karen says she knows it. Hmm, missed that one up. Ina knows it. Delphine knows it. Hey, Hope. She remembers it. Oh, good. I know, right? I see my hands are behind again. Hi, Nathan. I'm still going, but my hands are frozen. Thank you. Mr. Fiber is bringing me my pizza. Well, I'm so tired of my phone being particular. I'm just going to let it go. I will remove it. There we go. For a moment. He went that way. Get back there. Now you can see my phone. So the Scott and Peters, it was like the Gabby Petito case back in the, yeah, I would say that's true. Absolutely. And the Scott Peterson case came directly right off. Oh, see, and I dropped out anyway. I removed it and it dropped out. I'll have to rejoin. So the Scott Peterson case came right off the heels of the my device is not connected. That's funny. It joined all by itself. Hi, Jens. How are you? Hey, Lori. I did. I opened your square. It looks so good. Yes, Duty Ron is right after me tonight. I'm going to try to do just about an hour if I can. Keep it to an hour. Good to see you, Jens. Yes, two Peterson. Well, there's actually three that I know of. So there is the Scott Peterson case, the Michael Peterson case, and the Drew Peterson case. Hi, Chels. Yes, I wanted to be sure and say something about that today. And that is that Sharon of Sharon's Crochet Corner passed away. And I'm not sure, I believe it was 2 days ago. So we do want to say that we're very sorry. We lost a really good, sweet person. We certainly did. Oh, I don't know if Nightbot's doing anything, but my phone is being hooky. The girls are saying hi to each other. Those are my girls, y'all. Really? Well, that's strange because I don't really have the Nightbot set up that way. Unless it's because I'm using Chrome. So I am using Chrome tonight so that I can share a video with you guys. But I'm not sure, actually, what she passed of. I'm really not sure. Well, that's crazy because you couldn't have done but a couple of them, right? So I don't know why it would do that. I'm not even seeing the Nightbot come up. Evidently, I have to get a new phone because you know that the iPhone is very very well known for trying to get you to get a new phone within the 6 months of a 2 year. You go like a year and a half, and then it's like, oh, you better get a new one. Whether you need one or not, you better get a new one. And we're going to start doing stuff to your phone until you do. They're known for that. Pretty sure that's what's happening. In her sleep. Okay. Right. Yes. She had her Zoom room was very, very popular with lots and lots of people. I mean, I've been there. I've been into her Zoom room, but yeah, I guess somebody will have to do the Zoom room again, take it over. Maybe Mama Swift. All right, let's try that again. Well, one of the reasons I have one is because both of my girls do, and yeah, that's what here. Well, you're all just going to have to not get to see me knit then. It's so goofy. I don't understand. Well, it's supposed to be muted. See, when I do this, it's fine. But when I do this, it's different. Is it better? It said my mic was muted now. Make y'all sick with that. How are you guys doing with your blankets? And I'm very sorry, Jens. I know you guys were all very close to her in that Zoom room. I know you were. And she was a very sweet lady. I'm going to switch to this one. Look, it's purple. Okay. Maybe it fixed itself a little bit. We'll try it. Okay, so the Scott Peterson case. Scott Peterson, and I did do a little digging on like the early life, okay? But Scott Peterson was born in October of 1972 in San Diego, California. And he grew up mostly in San Diego. His parents, who were Lee and Jackie, they had 6 children, and Scott was the only one that they had together. And his father had a packing company, like crate packing company. And Scott liked to golf. And he grew up golfing. He used to beat his dad regularly on the golf course, thought he was really something on the golf course. And he golfed all of his life from the time he was little. He went to Arizona State University and thought he was going to be a professional golfer. Okay. Uh, some of the other golfers, though, if you look it up, did not like him. Oh, see, now it's doing it again. So when he graduated, he went to a very elite school, a very elite high school. And it was the San Diego High School, which was the school where a lot of the elite's children went. He went to Arizona State University, and then he went to Cuesta College, and then he went to Cal Poly. Now, Cal Poly is in San Luis Obispo, and it's called California Polytechnical Institute. There's my pizza. I feel like such a newbie. Hey, there's Alice. I don't believe he went to high school with Phil. I can't with the echo, you guys. I'm sorry. It's distracting the heck out of me. So I will figure it out, but for now, it's just all it's doing is making me mad. So we're done with the phone. Sorry, I am still knitting. Can't see my hands, but I'm knitting. Yeah, I don't remember that he actually. I'll have to try that, Lori. I'll have to try that sometime. Use the phone. Yes, isn't it? It was making me crazy. I'm like, I don't want to drive anybody else crazy either. It's bad enough that's driving me crazy. So I don't remember that he actually. I know it's dinner time for other people too. Are you guys eating anything? So he went to school for agricultural business. That was his degree. And in 1994, he was working at the Pacific Cafe in Morro Bay, California. And that was during his senior year. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jan. Okay, good. So it's dinner and crime. And while he was working there, Laci Peterson would go and visit a friend of hers there and eat and have drinks. Well, Scott brought drinks over and she gave him her phone number. And then she called her mom and she told her mom that she had just met the man she was going to marry. Hi, Deneen. Oh, that sounds good, hon. And they moved in together first in, I believe they moved in together in, I want to say it was in San Luis Obispo. And then they got married in 1997. As allegedly, and the way that it came out was by people who, by some girls who, well, they were girls at the time, but women who later on said that they had affairs with Scott Peterson. So it's alleged that he had at least 2 affairs before, right there in that short time of finishing college and them getting married. And so he was definitely a womanizer. There's no doubt that in anybody's mind that he was a womanizer. But he had not met Amber Frey yet. Hi, Joan. Okay, what did she do? I missed something. Nice work. Okay, so you're not seeing me eat my pizza then. But nice work. Good job. So he graduated in 1998, and then they opened it. There's some question as to whether his parents bought the sports bar or whether for themselves or whether it was for him or whatever it was. And so that, but they opened a sports bar, and I'm not sure. I didn't see anywhere whether Laci actually worked there or whether just Scott worked there. But there was a sports bar in San Luis Obispo, and it was called The Shack. They sold it right around 2000, 2001, and moved to Modesto, which is where Laci was from. And they bought a house there. Laci became a substitute teacher, and Scott went to work for a company, a fertilizer company, and allegedly made $5,000 a month. That he cleared $5,000 a month at this fertilizer company. Now, Laci got pregnant in 2002, and in November of 2002, when she was 7 months pregnant, is when Scott met Amber Frey. Like I said, it's I believe that might be right. I'm just not sure because I wasn't clear on all of it. And hello, Angela. Awesome. Good to see you. Okay, now I want to play you guys a short. It's only about 6 minutes, but I want to show you a little video, and then I'll come back and tell you why I'm sharing it to you. One moment, please. This is the location of the Pacific Cafe where Scott and Laci met. This is on Embarco Avenue, and it is no longer called the Pacific Cafe. It is now called Burger something. This is Morro Bay. See if I can get it here for you. Try and do this. Beach Burger is what it is now called, but this is the location, and this is on Embarco. Now I'm going to try to go down here and show you. Here is the water. And I'm trying to find, okay. That's Morro Rock right back there. You can't see it. Let's try right here. A little bit more. Oh, you still can't see it. It's behind everything. Okay, we'll find that somewhere else. However, that's the ocean. There's Morro Rock right there. There you go. Okay. Now this is the other side of the highway. So we come down over this way. On the other side of the highway is where we were. And you're coming back. The highway is between the beach and this side of Morro Bay. This is the street I used to live on. This is Java Street. Oh my gosh. Well, this is memory lane. We used to live. Hold on. I lived on this street in Morro Bay. Pretty close to the other end. Oh, there it is, I think. There used to be a little lot across the street. I'm guessing that lot has a house on it now. This is where I used to live, right here. My goodness. Okay. Yes. That's the house I used to live in. And I used to walk up here to the end of the road and to go sit up on this hill up here and watch and look at the ocean. Let's see if we can see it from here. Yep. This is Java Street and Panorama. There's the ocean. And sitting up on that hill, looking down at the highway, I could actually see when my mom was coming down the road. And of course I could get back to the house and I would run home and do my chores real quick. Let's see here. My best friend. See if her house is still here. Oh, then go back. Well, there's a park at the end. Oh my goodness, there was not a park there, you guys. Wow. That's changed. Because my best friend used to live right there. Because they sold the property and it became a little park. Interesting. They won't let me in there now. It won't go there. All right, that's your tour. I know. How do I wind up around these cases, right? Oh, it's been a hot minute for sure, because just to put this into reference, we were there in 1978. This took place in 1994. But I had to go look at it. I had to go look at it and see where it was at, because I used to go down there down by the marina and stuff. Actually, one of my friends, the one that lived on that street there, she and I would go down there and we would fish off of the dock. You just would, drop your just right there. So, and San Luis Obispo is where California Polytechnical Institute was. And it's also where Manson was. So I'm not sure if anybody you picked up on San Luis Obispo or not, but that's where Manson was housed before he passed. And then they moved, and then they moved to Modesto, away from this area. So, but I thought it was interesting. I had to throw it in there. There you go. I know. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. And let me tell you, they developed that whole area from all the way down the marina, all the way out. And I didn't recognize any of that. That was all new out that way, off that other end. Hi, Jeannie. Okay, so they moved to Modesto. Now, a little bit about Laci. Okay, you guys, a little bit about Laci. She was born in May of 1975 to Sharon and Dennis Rocha. And Dennis Rocha was a dairy operator. And Laci worked on his farm as a child. She loved working on his farm. Her mother loved to garden, and so she picked up the whole gardening thing from her mother. And that's why when she went to California Polytechnical Institute. I know, I just have to say it because it sounds really like I'm really doing something there. When she went there, she went for horticulture. That was her degree, was horticulture. Don't go to Tennessee, I know. The house is on the market again. I was going to try to pull that up, but if you watch a lot of the stuff, you'll see their house in a lot of that. Oh, I love the ocean too, Sylvia. I do too. And Laci's parents got divorced, and her mom remarried. And she had a brother, and her brother would go back and visit their dad on his dairy farm. And he passed away in, I believe, 2019. And they said something in the paper about how he and Laci could be together again. Denny? Don't start that. We've had this discussion before. So, Laci went missing on December the 24th, Christmas Eve. And Scott said that he was unable to find her. He called his mother-in-law and wanted to know if she had seen her, because he couldn't find her. He called friends of theirs. They had some pretty close friends, and he called, and those friends stayed really loyal to Scott, as did people who were in Modesto. They had Laci's family stayed very, how do you say it? Very, they were on his side everybody was on his side for a really, really long time. Thank you to those coming in and watching. I love that you're here, and I appreciate it. And and so everybody was on his side. Well, he told her mother, and then Laci's stepfather called the police and told them that they hadn't been able to find her. And Scott had told everybody that Laci had gone out for a walk and that she, when he got home, she wasn't there. And Scott participated in the searches. He had press conferences. He went on national TV. There's all kinds of interviews, and he did not get arrested, suspected, or anything. They started to suspect, but he didn't get arrested until April 14th. And no, he didn't get arrested until April 18th. Yeah. On April 14th, Connor is who they had named the baby. And Connor's body washed up on the shore of the Berkeley Bay. And that is where Scott said he was fishing, very close to there. And then the next day, the torso of Laci was discovered, not far from where Connor had been. And Laci's torso only. There were no hands, no feet, and no head. And they arrested him on the 18th. And when they found him, he was in a golf course parking lot. He had dyed his hair blonde and his goatee and beard and stuff. Okay, I wondered when you said that, Kat. That's okay. We'll get to that. I want to do that case too. And he had $15,000 cash on him, 4 cell phones, and numerous camping gear. Numerous. Tents and knives and flashlights and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of camping gear. Does this sound familiar? Hi, Wendy Jo. Now, he was convicted of these murders in 2004. They gave him the death penalty. And the reason that I wanted to discuss this case again, I've always followed this case, but the reason I wanted to discuss it again, and we'll get into some more of the details, but he was in court recently. So in December of 2021, he got resentenced, and they changed his sentence from they kept his conviction, but they took it from death sentence to life without parole. And they claimed that the reason that court did that was because that they had a juror, and some of you may know her as Strawberry Shortcake because she had pink hair. Pink hair was really not a thing at the time. And she had been interviewed by the same producer that had done the Laci Peterson documentary called The Murder of Laci Peterson on A&E. So during that interview, her name is Nichelle Nice. During that interview, she revealed that she had been a victim of domestic violence and that this happened to her while she was pregnant. And she did not reveal that to the court when she was chosen for the jury. So they reduced his sentence, but they kept the conviction because they said there was enough compelling evidence as far as Yeah, she did. She caused a stir. There was enough. The court that changed the sentence said there was enough circumstantial and other evidence to keep the conviction. Okay, but he wants a new trial. And so he was back in court in December of last year. So less than 6 months ago, he was in court again. And he's asking them to give him a new trial based on the jury being tainted. Now, if he were to get a new trial, the judge has 90 days to make a ruling. So it's going to be somewhere around the first part of June that the judge will make his ruling as to whether he will get a new trial. So that's where it's at right now for him, but he's trying to get a new trial, and we'll just have to wait and see. It's interesting because if the other court said that there was enough to change his conviction or his sentence, you wonder if they're going to get away with giving him another trial because of that. There are some documents, evidently, Tony, and hello. There are some documents that did give some credence to her saying that she had been a victim. So there is some documents there. And it was before she was a juror and all of that stuff. But yeah. And the hearing that they had in December, they wanted Sharon Anderson to testify about that juror. So it's kind of hooky how they're going about it from the backside. You know what I'm saying? Now, because of all the media attention on this case, and this case, Amber Frey, who Scott Peterson met, she was said to be the girlfriend of the most hated man in America. And she was really trying hard to get out of that, but she also wanted to do the right thing. And they had moved this trial from Modesto to Redwood City because of how much, this thing was the biggest thing since the OJ trial. And early on in the trial, they had a juror removed because of what they considered to be juror misconduct. So they saw him talking to the family, and he says that it was just a, hey, how you doing, or whatever. And there was some rumor that he had said something like, don't worry, we got this guy, or something like that. So that guy got removed early on. And then there was another juror that was removed because he wanted himself removed. And the judge let him go because he wanted off of the jury because the other jurors were having fights about him and didn't want him to be the foreman. I know. We'll have to wait and see, Tony. We'll have to wait and see. Now, here is what the prosecution said that Scott did. Here's what they say happened to Laci and Connor. The prosecution is saying that Scott strangled Laci and that he took her to the warehouse where his boat was and where he did a lot of work from the warehouse, and that he put her in the boat and that he attached anchors to her hands, feet, and her head when he put her in the water. And of course that lines up with the fact that she didn't have all of those things when they took her out of the water. They also found evidence in the warehouse where those anchors had been sitting, where he had mixed all the concrete, these homemade anchors with handles and everything that he made out of concrete. It was right there. Everybody could see where they had been placed. Her hair was on a wrench that was in the boat. So don't have members anymore. So it is on the 30th. That's tomorrow, right? Is that tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe it is the 30th. I don't know. I want it to come out tomorrow. Whatever that is. So they say that he did that. He attached the anchors, took her out on the boat, put the boat in the water, went out into the Berkeley Bay and put her in the water. And he says he went fishing and that she had gone for a walk. So he has a sister-in-law that had been going on this theory, and she has built an entire wall full of all that what she thinks is evidence and all this stuff about how they didn't follow up on all these leads that they had, and that's what he claims. He claims that because he had this affair with Amber Frey, that they spent all their time looking at him and not trying to find her. And he claims that something happened to her on that day because there was a supposed, and I don't know if this witness actually testified in court, but they said that there was a witness saying there was a van across the street from the house. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that he weighted it properly to where it would not flip. That's kind of what I was thinking, like put his boat anchor on one side and flip her out the other side. That's how I'm thinking it could have gotten done. But that's just me. Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. I'm glad I could be here and we could talk and you could get distracted. You need to be distracted. And I understand. And y'all just put some hearts or hands in the chat for Wendy tonight, if you would, please. I know Fitbit, but I'm busy right now. And so that's the defense's case. The defense's case was first of all, they said that Laci went out walking, that there was all these people that saw her walking their dog. The only evidence that I remember was in court that I could find was that the witness that said that they actually put the dog in the yard because the dog, they knew whose dog it was. It was out there with just the leash, no Laci, and that person put that dog in the backyard. Okay, but they didn't let anybody testify that they saw her other than that they saw Laci. But Scott says that he could not have done something to her because all these people saw her out walking, so he would not have been taking her out and dumping her in the bay. And that the people that were, because they'd had some robberies in the area, so the people that they thought, yes, yep, that's right. And they think that those robbers that were that van and that they took her and that she'd gone over there and said something to them and that they took her and they said that that her baby was actually, there was argument in court about whether her baby was full term or not. Well, they did determine that that baby was not full term, that she and that baby died at the same time. So that didn't hold up. So he met, and I can't remember, I was trying to find, and for some reason today, I couldn't remember where he actually met Amber Frey, but I wanted to say that he met her at a party, that he was at a party, he was off for work, and he met Amber Frey, and he told Amber Frey that he had lost his wife. He didn't really say how he lost his wife, just that he had lost his wife. And this is well before Laci even disappeared. Yes, and that was the other thing. They couldn't actually say that it was that day. Yeah. The police investigated that sighting of that van, and they determined that it was not that day. But his sister-in-law, which is weird to me because the sister-in-law is out here trying to defend him, but none of his family is. They've all said, I'm not touching it. So that's weird. I just find that strange. And so he had this affair going on with Amber Frey, but I cannot remember where he met her. If any of you could help me on that. Yeah, right? Because he was quite the womanizer anyway. One must wonder. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought when I saw that she stuck up for him and the family didn't. Well, then they must have had something going on. Or he's promised her something, or who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah, they were a fix-up from a friend. I just can't remember. So what happened with her is when she saw the news, because this thing was so big, and when she saw the news, she came forward and she went to one lawyer, and then he told her, he said, no, this thing is bigger than me, and you need somebody that's going to stick up for you. So she got Gloria Allred, I believe is her name, the famous lawyer. And she went to the police, told them that she was having an affair with him, and agreed to record her phone calls. And here he was at Laci's vigil, and he calls Amber and tells her that he's at the Eiffel Tower. Oh, it's just crazy here. All these people, it's so very crowded and blah blah blah. Oh, that's okay. I'd love it if you go back and listen. And that reminds me, I need to let everybody know, don't forget that if you're trying to give watch hours and views, please every so often go into your history on your YouTube and either on the app or on your computer or wherever you're watching, and clear your history. And then when you go back and watch again, I get another view and I get more hours and stuff for for all of that. I get all that credit again. So don't forget to do that. No, you're fine. I love it. I love it. I love that you guys are involved. Absolutely. So she recorded them, but he never really gave it up. He never really said that he did it. And he never really said that he did it in the interviews that they had of him with the police. And he still hasn't confessed to it. He still says he didn't do it. Oh, yeah, that's great. And also, you guys, Alicia and I were talking about this earlier today because I was looking at all of my analytics and stuff. And in order for you to get all your notifications, you guys, I just want to remind you, you have to have both notifications turned on in the app and on your phone. So there's two places to turn the notifications on. So that may be why some of you aren't getting your notifications. So check and make sure that you are, and if you're wanting to do it, the settings on your phone, you go into the settings, and on an Android, you want to look at, okay, Karen, you want to look at either apps. Well, I can't remember what it was. Apps and something else. And on the iPhone, it is under the YouTube app itself. You go to settings and then run down to the YouTube app. Yeah, you got to jump through all the hoops to do all the stuff. Thank you. So Amber was a big part of this, and you know, when they announced that he was guilty, it was like JFK being shot and everybody listening for it to see if he was okay or not. You know what I'm saying? It was that kind of a momentous thing. It was like across everywhere. Everybody was like, yes, because he was guilty. He was so hated. So hated. Still is. There we go. There you go. I will get to if you're using two different accounts. But if it's the same account, I only get one view. That's just how that works. So when we heard he was found guilty, there was cheering from everyone. Yes, I know. Everyone. Absolutely. I don't know that she met with him. I want to say that it was all by phone. I do not believe that after she told him that she knew who he was, that they actually met in person again. That's okay. Thank you for trying. Yes, he did. Well, the fact that he just sat there, he didn't say anything. He had this cold, and the behavior panelist guys did him, just so you guys know. His interview with Diane Sawyer, the behavior panelist did that one. Oh my gosh, that was a very, very interesting one. Yeah, I don't think they actually met again. I think that she just agreed to talk to him, to continue to talk to him, because he was doing all this other stuff, and when it was before he got arrested. Now, with what I found from Amber Frey was that she is now, if you can believe it, she's now 46. Laci would have been 46. And he is 49, I believe. Yes, very brave of her. Just coming forward was brave of her because she knew, as big as this case was, she knew it was going to be something. It was coming. As soon as she came out, it was going to be something. And everybody says, oh, she just did it to make money and blah, 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 because she wrote a book. Well, the book deal, the publisher told her, if he's not found guilty, we're not going to publish his book. We will only publish his book if he's found guilty, which gave her credence to her story. So a lot of people were criticizing her about writing a book, but yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that part. Alicia's saying that he had wanted to meet her to exchange presents, but she wouldn't do it. I don't, for some, that's not sticking in my brain, but I bet you that's true. And he told people he was going golfing and then went fishing. So yeah, that was another one. Yeah, it was too cold to go golfing, so he went out on the water instead. I know. Can you imagine? Oh, how awful. Well, they used to be. Hi, Laura. How are you? People used to be, an eye for an eye back in the day. Can you imagine getting away from get it all out on paper? Here's my story. And she did it before he was guilty. So she was writing that book and all of that. And so, yeah, I am sure that was therapy for her, just getting it all down on paper. Oh no, I'm sorry. My allergies are gotten me. My ears, my eyes are itching. I had this hacky cough today. I know I followed this case like crazy. Now you can go and you can find it. It looks to me like there's not what I would say bias on the case, but I would say that they give the sister-in-law a little bit more airtime on one documentary than they do on the other documentary. So there's several documentaries out there. You can catch parts of them on YouTube. But yeah, I'm just glad you're here, Laura. We're just glad you're here. We're sending you hugs. Can y'all put hugs in the chat for Laura? Hopefully Nightbot won't give y'all a hard time. So, can you guys think of anything I might have missed? She had Gloria, Amber Frey had Gloria Allred for her lawyer, and then Scott got Garagos. And I don't know if any of you know who Garagos is, but he is another famous lawyer. That's looking good though. Look, I've got that purple on there. That's breaking it up a little bit. Yeah, I get that feeling from her too. I do. Laci Peterson, yeah. You know, Laci's dad is the one that you see in some of those news conferences and things, but he passed away in 2019. So I know lots of you love that purple. Absolutely. Duty Ron should be going live here in just about 20 minutes, I think. Is that right? We can go over there when we get done here. Woo, I got all that in. I did pretty good. Half Sisters in San Francisco was concerned when Scott was hitting on the babysitter. So the babysitter, so before Laci was found, yeah, on her babysitter, right? His half sister was concerned because he was hitting on her babysitter. Yeah, I mean, just he didn't quit. It was all nonstop with him. After duty, Ron, we'll see how I feel. I don't know. You guys want me to come back after? I had thought about doing an early one tomorrow morning. So I don't know. A late Friday night. Okay, so I did want to say to you guys, you were talking about Michael Peterson, right? And how he had killed 2 wives. And what they're talking about is Michael Peterson. His case is the one about the man whose wife fell down the stairs, and they convicted him of pushing her down the stairs. And then because they found out that his previous wife had fallen down the stairs. Well, the first wife, when she had fallen down the stairs, that was in Germany. And I was there in Germany with my dad at the same time as they were there. Oh, not too bad. Just pretty much the whole thing. I know Cheryl was working tonight. I went on early tonight because I was trying. Oh, so he had 2 wives that, oh my goodness. Hey, Linda. How are you? Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. Here, I'll give you one of mine. Oh, there's one of mine. Yes. And there was a Netflix, oh gosh, now I can't think of the title of that on Netflix about the stairs. I know. What can I say? I just had to tell her because she said that earlier. Oh my gosh. But we could come back later this evening if you guys want to after duty, Ron, and we can talk about other stuff because he's going to be talking about the Lily Peterson case tonight with Ed, and they're going to go over some of the forensic side of things. Another narcissist. You got to watch those narcissists, y'all. Just saying. I know. I feel sorry for y'all who have Peterson husbands. Just saying. I can't help it. Probably just anybody named Peterson just left. Sorry. We're really not picking on you. I think her name was Lily. Oh, help me, Alicia. What was Lily's name? We'll do it after Chelsea gets some boys in bed. Yes, please. Thumbs up. I did notice that. Okay, so, oh, y'all, guess what I got? You know what we can do before we go over to Duty Ron's? Before we go to Duty Ron, we're going to have to mark the chat in just a minute. See? See? I think there was a movie about that. Oh, look at that. Let me see. Oh, man. I got some stickers. How do these work? Ew. Oh, they go like that. So I got something from Duty Ron today. Look. That's cool. These are going on my car. Because look, it's clear. How cool. Look what he gave me. That's awesome. So I have a couple of bracelets. These are don't have my other one on, but this is from EquiSearch, the bracelets. Who wants a bracelet? Who wants an EquiSearch bracelet? I will send it out. Let me just mark the chat. Did I get it? Did I mark the chat? I don't think I marked it. There. I'll say it again, Jan, because you're the only one who didn't. Alice, you're the only one that didn't get in there. So everybody raise your hand or say me if you want an EquiSearch bracelet. And I will send it out with, I'll send out the bracelet, and then we've got the Stitch and Crime stickers, the holographic stickers. So y'all will get that too. So these are sold on Duty Ron's website. So it's dutyron.com, and you can buy and I have bought some, and what I told him was to send some to me and then give away the rest, because there are people who can't afford to do that. So I was just being nice, and don't they? Okay, one more second. I'm putting the mark in here, because we want to go over to Duty Ron's here in a minute. So I want to go ahead and get this done. Everybody in there? Going once, going twice, 3 times a lady. Okay. Okay, mods, help me count that, if you would. How many did we have? I think it started with Jan. Started with Alice. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm terrible. How many? 16? Okay. You know, I have to go ask Mr. Fiber to give me a number. Okay, y'all ready? Oh, that's okay. I can do it. Yeah. Was it The Stairway? Thank you, Farm Gal. That may be it on Netflix. Michael Peterson case, this The Stairway, I think. Hey, Ola Joe. I would never turn it down, though. Okay. The number is, for the sticker and the bracelet, 11. The number is 11. So we'll give the mods a minute to count back. And Sylvia, was it Sylvia? Sylvia Maxwell? Is that right? Congratulations, you get the bracelet and the sticker. So send me an email, fiberflooziecrafts@gmail.com. And I will send, because I don't keep addresses, you guys. So congratulations. You won a sticker. You won the sticker and the bracelet from EquiSearch. You can proudly be a supporter of EquiSearch. Yeah, you won. You don't believe me? She doesn't believe me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to put Duty Ron's channel in here. Now, I know that Alicia is a moderator over there, so she may have already gone over to Duty Ron to watch the chat there. You're welcome. If there is Duty Ron's channel, if you guys would like to go over, and he should be going live here in about 10 minutes. And I guess we'll come back. I'll eat my pizza and come back. I'm not sure what time. You'll just have to watch for it. So, but we can do a late night. We can talk about some other cases if you guys want to. Probably, I imagine he'll go for about an hour, I would believe. So if he's going to be on 7:30 my time, 8:30 my time, probably be finished. I could probably come back about 9 my time, which would be 9 Central, somewhere around in there. That's okay, Ola Joe. I'm so glad you came by. Yeah. Yeah, he's usually around just over an hour. So I will let y'all go, and then you can go over there. I hope you do. I hope you go over and say hello to him. I'm excited about these. This looks all official. Can't you imagine how putting that on my car, maybe that'll make me more safe. People go, ooh, you see that sticker? Ooh, we gotta back off of that. I don't know, just guessing. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Yarn Barf. I'm not sure which case she's talking about. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh. Maybe when we come back, y'all can talk about, less speeding tickets. Who knows? I've actually done a pretty good job the last couple of years not getting a speeding ticket because I've had a few. Yeah, I've had a few. Just saying. I'm so excited. I'll put it right here with my cup for now. Hey, Maribel. Okay, Sana, thank you so much. Yours is going to be going out too. And y'all, the Heather Evans. Okay, that one's not ringing a bell with me. I'll have to write that down. It is not ringing a bell with me. So see, my official envelope. Yeah, I grew up with a lead foot. What can I say? My first speeding ticket, very first speeding ticket, was on my motorcycle. I'm kind of hanging around a little bit. It's okay if you guys need to leave me. It's all right. Okay. Yeah, I figured some people would need to go get a drink, go potty, do that kind of stuff. That sounds like great advice, Patricia. Thank you so very much. Okay, I will see you guys at Duty Ron's. Thank you all so much, and then I'll see you later. Have fun today. Thank you guys.